Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is on a roll down, just around 39.5k at the moment. We're going to take a look at that because, I mean, now it's playing out what we've talked about. We have possibly seen that wave 4 and we're now coming down in a potential wave 5. We're going to take a look at that in the chart. Yeah, overall, of course, as always, when Bitcoin is going down, the altcoins are typically going down with it. Pretty much the same percentage at the moment as Bitcoin is coming down as well, around 4 to 5%. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. So in the previous video, we talked here about this potential move. Yeah, so I showed you obviously that this here could be the potential wave 4. We talked about that for the last few days. That has played out because we did come all the way, we maxed out the green target range and then came down. You can see how relevant that level was, that resistance level. So spot on, because when they a crypto usually, or you know, when such a wave is over, you typically see a very strong reaction. Now I would argue this is a strong reaction. Came down from 43 to 39.7. We then recovered a little bit. Now I actually expected a little bit more of a move up here from, we got all the way to 40.8k. Now I wouldn't have been surprised to actually retest here, or I actually expected a retest of that resistance here. So flipping that support for resistance. This was the bearish pattern we talked about yesterday that also broke to the downside. Yeah. And however, I would have expected a little bit more of a move up, but we'll see. It's not over yet. Yeah, it's not over yet because we haven't made a lower low yet. Yeah. First of all, we are still holding that 39.2. So that is the level that we held for a while now. Here on the 11th of April, here on 12th of April, here we had a bit of a fake out down and we're currently again at that 39.2k level. Only if we break that, we can make another attempt really to come down. Now, why did I actually expect a retest of that level? Well, normally, and I don't exactly know where these numbers come from, but I wrote them down a while ago, that quite a while ago actually, that a wave 2 normally retraces to at least a 50% fib retracement, I think 74% of the time. Now that is normally why the minimum would be here, the 50% retracement. They can go also only up to the 38.2. So a wave 2 is a bit difficult, but normally you would have expected it to come higher. So that makes me wonder, was this maybe not yet here the wave 2? Are we still in the wave 1? Yeah, so we need to see that. I would have loved to see a little bit more of a retracement up, because it's also here recently, all the wave 2s, they have retraced quite a bit. You can see that here, for example, when we came down here, wave 1, 2, that retraced, well, nearly 100%. I think it retraced like 80% or something. That is normally what you would expect. Not necessarily that high, but well, at least 50%, but okay, that's fine. It can still be the wave 2. We need to see, depending on how impulsive this is now coming down, because if we're now already in the wave 3, this would now need to continue. This would need to continue, and so far we're finding support here at around 39.5. Yeah, as I said, this is a very important level, the 39.2k level here. So I put that on the chart as a support level. Here we had a bit of a fake out on the 18th of April, but this was holding, this was holding, this was holding. Support not yet broken, I would say. Yes, we did break out of the channel. You can see that here, but we also broke out of the channel a few times before. Here, 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 and now again. Yeah. So just because we break out of it slightly doesn't mean too much. When I go to the daily, you will see that the first 2 times when we broke out on the daily, it was only a wick. And here the 3rd time, that was here very recently, we closed the daily candle below the channel support, but we did not retest it successfully. So on the next day, with this bullish engulfing candle, we actually moved back in. Okay, so I think with this channel, because it's so meaningful, it depends on how the daily candle is closing, and then you also would want to wait for a retest on the daily at least. So yeah, that 39.2k level is a very important level of support. There is a lot of buying power in that area. There is a lot of buying power. There is a lot of buy orders are set here. Yeah, there is somewhere, and we can look at the VPVR, but I posted it in the Telegram member group a few days ago that this is the area 38.39 where it will be really, really tough to get through because there is a lot of buying power. So let's take a look at the VPVR, but also here on the VPVR, you can see how relevant that support is, yeah. That spike in historical volume that just shows that this is immense support, and therefore this level is holding so well. So yeah, so it is not unusual, not surprising that this is providing good support, and therefore the bears have difficulties to push through here. But what I can tell you is that the price really has difficulties at the moment, or the bulls really are struggling. There is a lot of downward pressure at the moment in the market here. And I mean, we are waiting for that. We're on this channel, at least we're expecting here a move down. We're waiting for it. Yeah. And at the moment, it's of course likely that we go down further, but the fight between the bulls and the bears is not yet won. I'm still waiting for that very, very important level. That's just an important support level here, the 34.4K level. So, you know, we've been talking about this alternative scenario which is not dead yet, where the price, and if the bulls are strong and manage to put here some power in, then they can of course break out of the channel to the upside and would get into this area here between 55 and 65K. From here, I would then expect a turnaround. So the eventual target area remains the same. It's just two different ways of getting there. But this scenario up here would die, in my opinion, if we break below this 34.5K level. Until then, that is still possible, okay? So yeah, a lot of fear in the market at the moment, uncertainty, but as soon as we drop below that level, 39.2, then we would expect further downside potential. Bear in mind, we also here on the 18th of April made a low of 38.5. So I'm not sure how relevant that is, but my view is that this is the important one first here. 39.2 need to drop below that and then get that continuation in this third wave down here, then fourth wave up and fifth wave down. That would complete here in blue, the wave 5, and then again it carries on, and then we will have another move up, move down, up, down, and then we will finally be here in the yellow target area. It's a journey, yeah, and I can help you understand the chart better from my point of view. Of course, come to your own conclusions, you know, yeah, question it, and you need to make your own decisions, of course, right? It's not financial advice, and of course, very importantly, it doesn't need to play out like that. So far, I think it's been fairly accurate here. Also, this whole move down has worked out pretty well, but it is all only probabilities, and bear in mind, this is only probabilities, and there's a good chance it's playing out like that, but of course nothing is guaranteed. All right, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.